We should note there, Keith, you got the hours of daylight for today, and we are making the turn because the winter solstice is here.
That's it. This is the official start of winter for most people. Of course, meteorological winter started December 1st, which feels more right around here, right?
Yes.
Yeah, it generally lines up a little bit better. All right, and today is a nice day. We've got a lot of sunshine out there. You know, yesterday was pretty frigid. We started in the single digits, if not below zero, and we struggled into the 20s. Today we've got the sun. We've also got temperatures in the upper 30s in a lot of spots, but we have this too, which is winter weather advisory that's in effect for tomorrow morning and into early tomorrow afternoon. And obviously, we're going to focus most of this conversation here on why that is. You wouldn't know it with temperatures right now in the 30s, but overnight tonight will drop down enough to give us some frozen precipitation tomorrow morning. So rest of today looks good, right around 40 degrees along the coast, 30s elsewhere. And tonight, temperatures drop to the upper 20s to around 30. Now, the exact temperature we drop down to is going to be really important along the coastline. This model has 31, 32. This model also has a warm bias most nights, I've noticed. So if we're 28, 29 at 3 in the morning, that will be kind of a sign to us going forward, because as the precipitation moves in early tomorrow morning, I do think we'll encounter freezing rain, freezing drizzle at least, right from the onset, and that should get all the way to the coastline. As you head farther inland, you'll start to see snow, and I think that line is northwest of Lewiston and into Freiburg, where it's largely snow, at least initially. We're fighting a battle along the coast here. You look at Rockland and Bar Harbor, they're too warm, most likely, and they're just rain. But it's this pink area here that I'm most concerned with, especially around 9, 10, 11 in the morning. We could start to put down freezing rain at a relatively high clip. If temperatures are truly in the upper 20s, like they're depicted here in Lewiston, Augusta, and upper 20s to around 30 in Portland, we could see some reasonable ice accretion here through the morning into the early afternoon before the storm moves out. Meanwhile, it's snowing pretty heavily across northern Maine and into the mountains. So we'll break all of that down as a map that hasn't really changed since yesterday. And I think if you look into the mid-coast and down east, I think it's too warm. It's just rain there. But this area here, we could see ice accretion amounts about 1/4 of an inch, which is not enough to cause big power outages, but it's certainly enough to make travel difficult tomorrow morning, so in through the middle of the day. And then 3 to 6 inches into the mountains here, and then 6 to 10 plus. Presque Isle realistically could get over a foot of snow from this storm. A lot going on there. Quickly want to tell you, after a few-day break, we may get a little system in here on Christmas morning as well. There could be a brief period of snow, but honestly, let's deal with the ice tomorrow first, and then we'll try to nail down Christmas. I just want you to be aware we could be some snow in there, especially the first half of the day. We get a couple of quiet days in between if you have anything last minute to do, Thursday and then into Christmas Eve itself. Should be quiet on the other side too on Sunday and into Monday. You know, these ice accretion events are always difficult because, Rob, the difference between, you know, a 1/4 inch of ice and a 1/2 inch of ice is tremendous when it comes to impacts. So we'll just keep fine-tuning this.
All right. Thank you, Keith.